Hello, welcome. This is a quick and easy video lesson for your ukulele today. This is a great way to check back in and see what you remember and to play along with me. So we're going to start by getting your ukulele out. We're going to go over the parts of the ukulele, and then we're going to practice some of our strumming technique, and then we're going to practice our C chord and maybe sing a little song at the end. So this will be a little bit quicker than a regular lesson, but I hope you get just as much out of it as you would if we were live. Okay, so starting with the uke, we can play a little bit of Miss Lori Says. So let's see if you can get these before I show you what they are. So let's just go from the top down. So Miss Lori Says, point to the head of your ukulele. And if you pointed here, you're correct. It's this whole top part. Miss Lori Says, point to the tuners. There are 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Miss Lori Says, point to the strings. Easy. I know you don't need time to do that, right? Here's a new one. Miss Lori Says, point to the nut, actually. This is something I haven't taught you yet. The nut is actually this very first spot at the top. It holds those strings up above. So this is the nut, this white piece right here. You might have a similar one, or yours might be a little fancier. So that's called the nut. All right, Miss Lori Says, point to the neck of the ukulele. And we know the neck is the long, thin part here, right? Miss Lori Says, point to the body. And of course, this is the body, nice and curvy. And Miss Lori Says, point to the sound hole. You got it right there. All right, good. And here's another new one. Miss Lori Says, point to the bridge. So if we're going down and down and down and we stop right here, this is the bridge. It's on the other side, opposite side of the nut. So here's the nut. Here's the bridge. So with the bridge and the nut, they hold these strings up above so that they can resonate and vibrate and make our sound, okay? So yours, I believe, looks like, yours might look like a fish, or it might look like mine, okay? Got it? Good. All right, so those are the parts. Now let's go on to the neck and talk about the frets and the fingerboard. So the frets are these lines that separate the spaces on the fingerboard, right? So this whole thing's called the neck, but the places where you're putting your fingers, the black part on mine, that's called the fingerboard, okay? There's some little markers here. Okay, those are just fingerboard markers. And then the frets are these lines, all right? So if I say first fret, I mean this spot up here. Going with the second fret, it's all the spaces above the fret. So first fret, second fret, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, and 12th fret, okay? Because there are 12 notes in a scale. We'll get to that later. All right, so let's practice holding your uke. This is opposite, so it's gonna look like you're looking into a mirror when you're looking at me. So this is my left hand, okay, right? And my left hand is holding on, unless this flips. When I publish it, might flip. Anyway, hold it in your left hand, whatever that looks like. Your right hand is the hand that you write with, and that's the hand you're gonna be strumming with. So for right now, we're just gonna hold on to the neck, okay? We're gonna take our thumb and our finger and just really loosely, we're just gonna go down and up, down, up, down, up, down with your thumb, up with your finger, and stop right there. I wanna show you, the place that you wanna be strumming is actually where the neck and the body meet. So see how I'm not down here strumming, I'm not even over the sound hole. I'm strumming up here. This is actually where you're gonna get your best sound, okay? Because it's a little more central between the bridge and the nut. So this is about where you want to be strumming. So when you're holding your uke, if you're holding it here or you're holding it up here, either way, let's just rest it in our lap right now. And let's leave it open just so we get some sound. So we're just gonna strum down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and stop. Now let's double time it. So it's gonna look like this. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and stop. Okay, let's go back to the slow. Down, up, down, up, down, up, and double time. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, 3, and stop. Okay? That's going to give you a little bit of practice moving your hand to the beat. Okay? Now, another technique that I use is like a down, down, up, down, down, up. So let's try that a little slower, just with an open strings, nothing's in tune yet. We're going to try this technique and I'll go really slow. It's down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Can you do that with me? Down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, and one more time. All right, so once you get down, down, up, let me show you what it looks like with the C chord. Okay, so when I'm playing hello, how are you? So it sounds like down, down, up, down, down, up, down. That's the technique I really like. So if you can get that, hello, how are you? Then you're going to be able to play some really cool songs like Camptown Races, sing this song, doo-dah, doo-dah. Okay, so that down, down, up is my favorite. But the basic is just down, 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 or down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So those are some different strumming techniques that you can practice. All right, so let's talk about the strings. Remember G, C, E, and A. If you have your tuner, what I want you to do is clip your tuner on right now. Turn it on. I don't have one with me, but turn your tuner on. We're going to start with this G string. It's actually a high G. All right, so it's G, and it should sound just like that. G. So you're going to take this first tuner wherever. I'm assuming you're going to need to tune it up. So whatever it takes to get that sound to match that high G. All right, so take some time and get that G, that high G, that very top string that goes with this first tuner that's closest to you when you're holding the uke, okay? That's this very first lower tuner right here on the top. See how the string is attached to that top string? Okay, it goes to that first tuner, okay? So there's your G. All right, if you need to pause the video, pause it right now and get your G in tune. Okay, go ahead and hit that pause button. Next, we're going to move down a string. C, here's your C string, and it's the next tuner over, and that aligns with that C string right here. La, sounds like that. Okay, so you have your G and your C. So C's here. What I need you to do is take that tuner, make sure you tune up until you get into that C tone. So you have G and C. So go ahead and pause the video until you get that C string in tune. And then we're going to move on from there. So take your time and pause it right now if you need to. Okay, when you're ready to come back, we're going to get to the E string. So that's your third string down. And that's your tuner right here on the top of on the head. So it's your second high one, but it's on the bottom side when you're holding it like this, okay? So G, C, E, here's your E, and there's your E tuner. Okay, so there you are, right there. Third string down, G, C, and we have our E string. So you're gonna just move that tuner until you're in the E string position. Okay, and make sure you keep checking those other tunings while you're tuning the other one. So we got G, C, E. Okay, so this next one's your E, the third string down. Take your time, hit pause, get that E in tune, and then we'll come back to the last one, which is your A string. All right, once you have the G, C, E, we're gonna get your high A string. So that's your lowest string when you're holding it closest to your lap. And it's this lowest tuner here on the bottom. Okay, so when we're holding our uke like this, it's that very last tuner. Okay, and there's our A for avocado or apples. Because good cats eat avocados, or good children eat apples, or whatever you want to make for G, C, E, A. All right, so our A is our highest tone. Okay, so I want you to take this one, pause, and make sure you're getting a high A, not a low A. All right, so get that tuner, get it to the A, and then we'll be all set to play our C chord, and then we can try doing a song. Okay, so go ahead and pause, get that A in tune, and then come right back to me. All right, I hope that they're all in tune. Let's double check. G, C, E, A. Good cats eat apples, good children eat avocados. Whatever you want to do. All right, now we're going to get to that C chord. So see our frets. We've got 1, 2, 3 frets. We're going to go down to that A string, okay? I want you to try to use your middle finger on this one. Push that A string in so there's no loosey-goosiness. Hold it in as hard as you can. And we're going to try to strum, and it should sound like this. These two strings actually match because they're both C strings, and that's an octave. So here we go. So that's why it sounds so good, because that's a C chord, all right? So we're going to try to use that down, down, up, down, down, up, and here. So we could sing the first part of Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Okay, let's try that together. So you're holding that C chord down. Your finger's going to hurt a little bit because you're really pushing it down. But we're going to try to sing Twinkle. Here we go. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Okay, I'm not sure, excuse me. I'm not sure if you are wanting to sing with it or not. But I want you to really work on hold that chord down. See how it feels with other fingers. So see how it feels with your first finger, the second finger here, or the third finger here. Okay? So that's all I want you to practice today, is just holding down that C chord, making sure the uke is in tune, giving yourself that down, down, up. So it's down with the thumb, up with the finger. So it's 2 downs, 1 up. Boom, ba-da, boom, ba-da. That's the way to play it. All right, so that's just the simple C chord, making sure you're in tune, making sure you know the parts of the uke, and just practicing until you get your calluses on your fingers and you get that rhythm with the right hand, And I think you're gonna have a lot of fun with this once we can move into our second chord that I wanna teach you, which is the F. And then we're gonna throw in a G7 or a G. And then once you have 3 chords, really, you're gonna be off to the races with other songs. So I hope that helps. I hope that you have a really great day. Keep practicing. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a text message and I will get right back to you. All right, have a good one.